Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk But No Politics, okay? I'm your host, Andrew Lenz, and once again, I'm doing rankings, tiers, seeing what's going on. Like I said, anybody wants to give me an idea, come on the show. I have two different shows. I have one here on Helium Radio / Life Improvement Radio, and another one over on the BIC-BP Radio Network. If this is your first time listening, you may not know that. And if this is your many time listening, which I've had another great month on this podcast, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to this podcast. And thank you so much, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. So, if you got an idea, you want to come on the show, please let me know. The email, I'll say it once again at the end, it's let's talk, no apostrophe, 716 at Google or at gmail.com. Jeez, I'm old. All right. So today we're doing TV theme songs. We're not doing TV. We're not doing, well, we are doing TV, but we're not basing it on the show, basing it on the actual theme song, which is kind of interesting because now you can skip the intros on a lot of stuff. You know, you watch Netflix, you watch Hulu, even HBO Max. You could say, I don't want to watch the intro. But sometimes I do, especially for the older shows. I want to hear the song. I want to get back to those memories as well. So I have a list. Like I said, only a little bit of time with you guys every Friday. So here we are. We're gonna do TV theme songs. I got my list at the bottom. If you're watching on YouTube, you can kind of see some of the list. I'm gonna go through and grab the ones that I definitely recognize, as well as some other ones. But I will start. And if I haven't seen it, I think I'm just going to leave it because there's plenty in here for me to go by. First one is That 70s Show. I will give that, I'll give that an A. Not an S, but an A. It's a good one. Everybody's singing in the car. Everybody's getting, having a good time. It's something you want to listen to when you're feeling down, or even get you pumped for the show. I really like that. Is it iconic in my mind compared to the other ones? No, but is it bring back some sort of nostalgia factor, good memories? Yes. So that's why it is in the A tier. Addams Family. This automatically, I don't know why they give you the Addams Family movie, but Addams Family, S tier all the way. Iconic. People still know it, and still love it today. I fell in love with TV theme songs because when I was a kid, my dad would sing me TV theme songs as he would tie my shoes. So, Addams Family was kind of one that he liked. He always did the click, Who didn't like if you could hear that? I don't know, it's kind of faint, but that was awesome. So I really enjoyed the Addams Family. That's an S tier. All in the Family, a little bit before my time, but something I watched as a kid, reruns, everything else. I'm a big pop culture nerd. If you listen to this, I love pop culture. I love TV. I love TV. I love the shows. And All the Family has a classic, iconic, just singing there at the piano, very simple, as they pan through the neighborhood. It's kind of funny when they pan through the neighborhood. It gives you like almost a Mr. Rogers feel. I remember watching it as a kid, thinking it was Mr. Rogers as they're panning through there, but it's not Mr. Rogers. It's All in the Family, and there's going to be what today is some questionable material. So All in the Family definitely gets an S tier. Andy Griffin Show, S tier. Come on, just the whistling, simple whistling, going for it. It's the best. It, it is one of the best. Him and Opie just walking. Uh, I love it. Even though I'm going by the intro too, you got to kind of add in the intro visual. Would I listen to Andy Griffin Show? Yeah, probably if I was just walking around, listen to that theme song. I listen to a lot of TV theme songs, actually. The reason why I wanted to do this is a member of the BIC-BP radio network, Anthony Mullen, who hosts Vinyl Divers, had me on his show a couple months ago, and he's really into music, and the best I could give him was, I like TV theme songs. So this is why I'm kind of doing it, as a tribute to him, and it brought back good memories. Boy Meets World, C. The show is better than the song. It's an eh. It's an eh. That's all it is to me. Whatever. C. I almost hit D in my mind. The intro is almost better than the song, the intro sequence. The song is eh. Brady Bunch, boom. I think the 70s and the 80s were just a 100% golden age of the TV theme song. Because that's where you get a lot of this. It's the Brady Bunch. I pretty much know all the words to the Brady Bunch. I think a lot of people do. I don't know everybody my age, but I think a lot of people do. And it's an S. Cheers. S tier. There's so many great theme songs on here. It's crazy. It's Cheers. Everybody wants, you want to go where everybody knows your name. It's Cheers. It makes you feel good. It draws you in. It's definitely an S tier. Dukes of Hazzard. Boom. S tier. Waylon Jennings singing the Dukes of Hazzard theme song. Who can get better than that? The Good Old Boys. Just mean and no harm. Oh, so great. The Dukes of Hazzard. So great. That theme song is. I could listen. I listen to that on Spotify. These ones that I have an S tier are ones that I would actually listen to on, say, Spotify. That's how good they are. Um, Even some of the A tier I would, but I'm not going to listen to Boy Meets World. I'm just picking and choosing now. Golden Girls, S tier, just did the Golden Girls Kitchen on the Facebook. Guess the TV Kitchen for one of my Facebook posts. A lot of people got it. Some people missed it, but it's the Golden Girls theme song. Thank you for being a friend. Amazing, amazing theme song. Friends of mine over at Retropop, Matt and Johnny, did a whole show on the Golden Girls. It's awesome. The Golden Girls theme song is awesome, and that's what brings you into the show. So, what else we got down here? Let's do Different Strokes. Oh, this one's hard. I'm going to go A. I like it, but it's not. I'm not going to listen to it as much as these other ones on Spotify. It's good, but it's not awesomely great in my mind. Here's one right here. Listen to it all the time. Jeffersons. Every time something good happens in my life, I love to listen to the Jefferson theme song because it makes you feel good. Moving on up. Hope I don't get like copyrighted. A little bit to say, but it's great. I listen to it on on walks. Everything about it is just great. The rhythm, the change of the tempo in there. The beans don't or fish don't fry in the kitchen. Beans don't burn on the grill. Here I am, probably gonna get copyrighted. But that's how great it is. It's definitely an S. Uh, Gilligan's Island. Another S tier. It's iconic. Is there any bad TV theme songs on here? That is one. That is, yeah. I gotta give it to that. I don't think I'm looking down and I'm not seeing. I'll give Family Guy an A just because it's a copyrighted over, or not copyright, but it seems like a copy of what All in the Family did. So right there, I'm gonna give it an A. It would have probably been an S, but I'm gonna give it an A right there. Star Trek: The Next Generation. I love it, but I'm gonna put it in a B. I love this show more than the theme song. We all know it. It's Star Trek: The Next Generation. It's not up there iconically. I think it is, but it isn't in my mind. It's a B. It's kind of one of those middle of the road type things. Twilight Zone. Can I get an S for the Twilight Zone? Twilight Zone is amazing. Everybody knows. Even if you never seen an episode of the Twilight Zone, I guarantee that there's people that know the and that is what makes it so great. Is that people still use it. It's embedded into the minds of pop culture, and it's where it needs to be, right there. Here we go. Beverly Hillbillies. S tier. Beverly Hillbillies is so, I think, so iconic in a way that if you've ever seen UHF, when Weird Al does the video of Dire Straits' Money for Nothing, and then he does it with the Beverly Hillbillies. That is awesome in my mind. And that just shows you how iconic it is. As you can see, I love TV theme songs. And a lot of these are like S tiers. I'm looking down at the bottom still, and I'm like, oh my goodness, so many S tiers for these shows. So many. So I'm gonna give you my first D, Game of Thrones. Just started watching Game of Thrones. Just started watching it. Uh, it's good. It's good. It's like I try and keep the show PG, at least PG, but it reminds me of Lord of the Rings with a little bit of extra, um, you know, if you've seen Game of Thrones, it's not for children's eyes. I'd rather have my kids watch Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit than have them sit down and be like, "Oh, can I watch Game of Thrones with you?" Definitely not. Get out. Uh, okay. Let's see what else. Um, Knight Rider. S. Boom. Everything about it is absolutely amazing. There's no words to it, but just the whole entire music sequence is awesome. The intro is awesome. The show is awesome. Everything about Knight Rider is awesome. Just the way the whole music hits you, you know something cool is about to happen. Uh, Sopranos. A lot of people probably will hate this. Uh, I watched the whole entire season of Sopranos, even did a retrospect with my friend Bill Varney on The Sopranos, and I'm going to give it a B. It's really annoying after a while, I thought. It got really annoying. Maybe if I didn't watch everything all at once and kind of like binge watch it, I could probably give it a little bit higher, but it just seemed like it got annoying. Like at first, I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is good. And then all of a sudden, it just, I'm like, I don't want anything to do with this anymore. I'm sorry. Just not as good as I thought it was going to be. Mad Men, I have never seen an episode. I'm just going to put them into a D because I've never seen it, never really heard the intro. So I'm going to do the same with Curb Your Enthusiasm. I know everybody's probably thinking, wow, you never seen Mad Men or Curb Your Enthusiasm. Frankly, I never really had any desire to in any way, even though I'm a huge fan of Seinfeld and I know Larry David worked on Seinfeld. Just, I don't know. I don't see myself watching it. Monk, never really watched it either. I'm just gonna, if I ever really watch you, I'm sorry, I'm putting you into D. Doesn't mean it's bad. Uh, please don't come after me. Um, it's it's just how it is. Arthur, a D because I didn't really watch Arthur. Arthur is a little bit after. This ain't my time of watching children's shows. My kids are way past that. Or Arthur, I don't even think was on. They're more of the Dora, Diego, what else? Paw Patrol type generation. Yo Gabba Gabba. There's some Yo Gabba Gabba songs on here. I'll take it. They'd be on here. So let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Laverne and Shirley. S tier. The whole beginning. Wayne's World does it because they're in Milwaukee. It's just 100% iconic awesomeness. The Lamille Lamaza, I'm probably messing up the words. And they're going to make it the opening sequence. You know when another TV show or another movie does your opening sequence with your theme song, you know you've hit you know you've hit S status. You know you've hit it automatically because it works. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Here's another one. Now that I'm looking at everything, is D tier. All right, these are ones. I did another episode of the Full House versus Family Matter with Johnny Townsend, and we talked about each one of these shows. So I'm going to put these in A tier. They're not S tier. That's Family Matters. Where's Family Matters? Family Matters and Full House. Because we were talking, a lot of people have trouble distinguishing between the two. So that is why they go into A. A lot of people do have trouble distinguishing them. The Batman, I'm guessing this is supposed to be the Batman TV show from the 60s. Love it. But it's an A. It's an A tier. All the way. It's good, but I wouldn't say. Actually, you know what? That's it. Once again, Homer did it, and that's how he got brainwashed. That's how powerful the song is. Happy Days. S tier. Another great one. Hawaii 5-0. I'll give it A. I did have a CD that covered punk songs or punk bands covered TV theme songs, and Hawaii 5-0 was on there. And it's an A right there. Law and Order, an A, not an S. This is where people are going to probably get a little cringy on me also. Office is an A. It's not up there with those ones. It's good, not great. Malcolm in the Middle, I'm going to put in an S just because Malcolm in the Middle is like the story of my childhood. So I have a mother that was like Lois because me and my brother did drive her nuts. So an S tier, and my kids still do that. I don't know. I'm trying to go quick. So, Miami Vice, S, because I wanted to watch the show because of the theme song and the intro. Friends, because it started a craze in the 90s. That's an S. There's so many. I'm probably gonna S tier the rest of these. Flintstones, an S. Jetsons, S in my mind. They're iconic. Those are probably the two most, I would say, popular Hanna-Barbera TV shows of all time. Sesame Street, S. Still going today. I don't think they've changed the theme song to Sesame Street since then. Seinfeld an A because it didn't really do too. Actually, I'm going to go B. There's not too much to the Seinfeld theme song, because it mostly just went into Jerry and stand up. The Simpsons, A, and now B. Music. I'm kind of going music wise. It's not something I'm going to listen to constantly. Fresh Prince of Bel Air, S. A lot of S's. Facts of Life. Yeah, it's a fun one. I'll go A. Not quite S. Jeopardy. I'm gonna go A because it's a game show entrance and it's huge. X Files I never really watched, so it's gonna go D. And Sanford and Son A because I have some great memories of that as a child. So let's go. Let's take a quick look back and everything else. S tier. For TV theme, I also added a little bit of intro factor into this all. So TV themes we did. S tier is the top tier. Wow, I loaded that one up. S tier has Addams Family, All in the Family, The Andy Griffin Show, The Brady Bunch, Cheers, The Dukes of Hazzard, The Golden Girls, The Jeffersons, Gilligan's Island, The Twilight Zone, Beverly Hillbillies, Knight Rider, Laverne and Shirley, Batman, I'm guessing from the 1960s. That's what I'm basing that on. Happy Days, Malcolm in the Middle, Miami Vice, Friends, The Flintstones, The Jetsons, Sesame Street, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and Sanford and Son. Those are S tier. A, good, but not super great. That 70s Show, Different Strokes, Family Guy, Full House, Family Matters, Hawaii Five-0, Law and Order, The Office, The Facts of Life, Jeopardy, B tier, middle of the road. Good, but not something I'm gonna like seek out to listen to just by myself without the show. Is Star Trek: The Next Generation, The Sopranos, Seinfeld, The Simpsons. C tier, Boy Meets World. D, these are ones that I don't think are too great and haven't seen. Game of Thrones, it's music. That's all it is to me. And then the ones that I've not seen or can't quite remember are Mad Men, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Monk, Arthur, and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Those are ones that I have. Those are my D tier. Game of Thrones is the only one that I haven't seen. Was not like, wow, I'm impressed. I'm going to get this burned into my mind. And Mad Men, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Monk, Arthur, The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and X-Files are shows that I've never seen or never really watched. So, once again, that is another ranking, tiering, however you want to call it, of a TV theme songs / I put in a little bit of intro. The intro kind of, I would say, mattered a little bit. So, with that being said, you can catch new episodes every Sunday of Let's Talk No Politics Okay over on the BIC-BP Radio Network. And those are also brought to you by the Podcast Precinct. And you can also find new episodes of Let's Talk But No Politics on Apple Podcast, Spotify, every Friday, 7 p.m. You know it if you're listening. So stay tuned in. Same bat time, same bat channel over on Helium Radio, Fridays at 7 p.m. So also go over to the Facebook page, Let's Talk But No Politics Facebook page, and Instagram, and go give it a like, give it a follow. Always putting stuff up over there. Do pop culture history, little things as well, graphics asking questions that might bring back a little bit of nostalgia memory of, what is the worst video game you ever played based on a movie? Who's your favorite game show host? Who's on your lunchbox? Or also I do name the movie. Let's see if we can get some memories jog back then. Name the movie. Name the TV kitchen. Can you name the arcade game? Those are all things that you can find over on Facebook. and Instagram as well. And thank you. Thank you once again for another amazing month for this podcast. And once again, if you have any questions, suggestions, want to come on the show, want to just talk to me, please let me know. My email is let's talk. That's LETSTALK716 @gmail.com. So please go check that out. And with that being said, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.